Welcome to New Day Cleveland. I'm Natalie Herbick. Today we are exploring the east side of the city. We're taking a trip to Lake County. Now, although it's the smallest county in the state, it is packed with great food and shopping destinations. So we thought we would kick off the show in the quaint little beach town of Fairport Harbor. That's where you can get homemade ice cream right next to the beach.
Fairport Harbor Creamery is a creamery where we have homemade ice cream and a pastry chef to do homemade treats. Our ice cream, we do make a lot. So our tubs are about 3 gallons of ice cream and we will go through it like crazy. We have 10 standard flavors that we keep year round all the time that are always available, but we have a seasonal sheet of flavors that change out sometimes weekly, sometimes monthly. We have a large deep freezer that holds over 300 tubs of ice cream at a time. As the ice cream maker, I can let you know that it's sometimes hard for me to keep up. We have a Bananas Foster that our pastry chef, Lindsay, she makes a homemade Bananas Foster sauce that's swirled into a vanilla ice cream. That one's super popular. We do a strawberries and cream that is just, again, a vanilla ice cream with a homemade strawberry jam swirled throughout it. We do a sampler where it is a container that holds 4 different scoops of ice cream. You can choose between the seasonal, non-seasonal, or you can even get some boozy flavors in there. They are half scoops, so it's a nice little way to taste test different things. We have our liquor license, so we have what makes us unique is our boozy ice cream. Not only can you add a shot to any milkshake, we have a line of ice cream that already has the alcohol right infused into it. And then in addition to that, we always have some seasonal boozy flavors as well. So in addition to our ice cream and milkshakes, we have homemade drumsticks, and we usually do more than 1 flavor of drumstick that way. We do chocolate dipped bananas. We have ice cream pies. We sell all of our ice cream by either the pint or the half gallon. We usually have 1 or 2 special sundaes that have a little bit more than just your average toppings on them. For Memorial Day, we did one that had cheesecake ice cream with a triple berry jam and some waffle cone pieces. Sometimes we do them with a citrus curd or a special topping that Lindsay made rather than just like the hot fudge, something to keep it a little bit more exciting. We do root beer floats. On the boozy menu, we have boozy floats where you can get either a stout or a porter poured over top of ice cream. The pastries are great. Our pastry chef always has a variety of items. She usually has 1 or 2 different cake options. She'll have a muffin, maybe a coffee cake, always has cookies, and then she'll do fun things to kind of spice it up. Right now we have different cheesecake trifles, some cupcakes. As cliche as it may sound, have an ice cream shop next to the beach, I think we're unique because this isn't a beach town in California or Florida. This is Northeast Ohio on Lake Erie. I think it's important to be able to serve, again, yes, year round, but also to anybody who's whatever their taste may be.
Fairport Harbor Creamery is located on High Street in downtown Fairport Harbor. Now, while we're in the area, why not head across the street to a local shop dedicated to wine lovers? This is the Wine Roost.
Wine Roost is a gift and wine boutique, and we're here in Fairport Harbor, a little beach town with a lot to offer. We have home decor, handmade items, local items. We have some gourmet food items, wine-related gift items. Our wines come from the Grand River Valley wine region. We have Hundley, which is a very small boutique winery, female-owned, and I kind of gravitate towards women-owned businesses. We also have Goddess Winehouse wine, that's a woman-owned business. We have Spring Hill Winery, very popular with the locals, so I wanted to bring that in case people can't get out to the winery. At least they can run in here and grab their favorite bottle of local wine. We sell melted wine bottle dishes. That was actually what kind of got us started here at the Wine Roost. My brother bought a kiln, started melting bottles and doing glass art. He would make it and I would sell it at local craft shows and pop-up markets. And that was kind of the inspiration to open my own shop. I design the pillowcases, the wine bags, the dish towels. That's made in-house. The person who sews the bags and the pillowcases actually lives here in Fairport Harbor. So I'm lucky to have an excellent seamstress that's local. They have flower pot mugs that they make great gifts. There's different themes: nurse theme, friend theme, mom theme. That's from a company that's based in Solon. We have a small batch certified organic soaps at the Wine Roost. Very high quality ingredients, even the coloring is natural. We have a beautiful sliced bottleneck jewelry. My brother slices a bottleneck, melts it down, and they make beautiful charms. They actually look like beach glass, but they're made from recycled bottles. And we also just added in Lake Erie beach glass jewelry. I do little vignettes of decor. One of our vignettes is our lake-themed, beach-themed. We have some lighthouse items there because we do have a lighthouse here and a lighthouse museum. I have a tremendous amount of community support. I have my regulars that come in, and we have a lot of wine lovers in Fairport, which is great. At first, I just took the plunge, and I kept thinking, oh my God, what did I do? What am I going to do? But I've watched my business grow. I've seen some success. I have a sign above my door that says She Shed, and this is kind of like my she shed. I love coming here, it makes me happy.
Just like Fairport Harbor Creamery, the Wine Roost is located on High Street in Fairport Harbor. All right, coming up after the break, fresh smoothies made with all natural ingredients. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland and our Lake County road trip. From salads to smoothies, our next stop only uses all natural ingredients. This is the Wholesome Hippie.
So the Wholesome Hippie, it's a plethora of things. It really is. It's a healthy eating. It's teaching and educating the community on what that looks like. We based this business in and around developing a product that tastes good, that looks appealing, and that people are going to want to, consume. There's nothing like this in the area. We're just basically connecting people with real food. That's it. We specialize on breakfast and lunch. We do overnight oats. We do chia seed pudding. We do salads, all variations of salads. It's not just lettuce-based. We do quinoa salads. We have one in the fridge that's based on couscous. We partner with the Cleveland Vegan. So they are in the west side of Cleveland, and they do all of our savory items like vegan mac and cheese, lasagnas. The chia seed pudding is probably our most favorable item here at the Wholesome Hippie. It's got like 5 ingredients. It's water, chia, pink salt, cinnamon, cashews, dates, and did I say chia seed? Obviously chia seed. And what we do with that recipe is we actually blend it. A lot of people just do kind of like a milk base. They'll put the chia seed in there and they'll allow just the chia seed to kind of sprout. And it just adds a whole different flavor and texture that people love. And then we top it with fresh food and cacao. Like I said, a breakfast item, but a lot of people call it dessert. Overnight oats, it's basically something that you have to prep the night before that you're going to consume it. It's gluten-free rolled oats. It's done with an almond milk. We add a little bit of Greek yogurt in there. The Greek yogurt kind of enhances the protein in the complex, and we top it with fresh fruit as well, maybe some cacao nibs. We kind of change it up day to day, and it's a great, whole, hearty breakfast item that just works. So we have, I believe it's 6 recipes, all superfood smoothies, something that you wouldn't find at your typical smoothie shop. The superfoods are what kind of separates us from any other smoothie place, I guess, in and around the area. The superfoods are the most potent, most nutrient-dense compounds that you can find. 6 different blends. We have anything from berry blends, we have green blends, beet-based blends, and then of course one of the most favorable ones is the chocolate peanut butter. It's called the magic mushroom, and there's actually mushrooms in it. The purple haze is very popular. It is probably the most popular because of the way it looks. We use wild blueberries, which gives it that very potent, vibrant purple color. And in there it's simple, it's almond milk, and then we do a date for sweetener, and then we add in hemp hearts, which is also a superfood, and we also add in there blueberry, banana, and then some almond butter. We pride ourselves on being whole, okay? Wholesome ingredients, real food. So we add real fruits and vegetables to your blends, and then the superfood powders are just an additive. We like to educate on what they're consuming, what's inside their smoothie, and how it does benefit them. We kind of just wanted to take a different approach on nutrition as a whole. We started over the quarantine developing these products and didn't really know if I wanted to make this into a business, but my husband was very adamant that I did. He wanted to share this with the community of Willoughby and our community up in Menor as well, just because there's so many health benefits associated with the superfoods. I feel like this is my calling. This is my purpose that I'm fulfilling in life. I'm being called to not only heal, but to educate. And this business to me is just simply that, just fulfilling my purpose and what I'm set out to do in life. And that's just, like I said, to help heal, to educate, and to just be a pillar of the community that people can come and enjoy real food and a real great experience.
The Wholesome Hippie is located on Erie Street in downtown Willoughby. All right, you can pick your own fresh produce at a local farm. That's our next stop. Rainbow Farms is known for their unique colored watermelons. Check it out.
Rainbow Farms is a produce farm. We grow fruits and vegetables and some herbs. It's probably 200 different types if you include all the varieties. We're the very last street in Perry, but we have a Madison mailing. So we're out about 45 minutes east of Cleveland, half a mile from Lake Erie. Well, Larry and I met in a branch of Ohio State Ag College, and he wanted to be a farmer, and I thought the idea of living on a farm was awesome, but I was doing landscape and nursery, and his professor even told him if his grandpa or dad wasn't giving him a farm, we couldn't do it. When we first moved here, it had a weed on it we didn't recognize. It was called poverty grass. It grows only on severely nutritionally depleted soils. So we're like, uh-oh. But, you know, over the years, we've rebuilt the soil and reclaimed the land and built it up into a very active pick-your-own and farm market. We do a lot of greens, you know, like bok choy, tatsoi, komatsuna, kale, spinach, you know, things like that, carrots, beets, all the root crops. We do all the things that you expect to see in the summer. You know, peaches, all kinds of fruits, you know, like melons, watermelon. People ask us all the time, these aren't your watermelons, right? And I go, no, they're ours. And they don't believe it. We have orange, we have yellow, and we have red. And people are like, those are watermelon? They taste like red, but it's just the fun of having a different color. It's always a good idea to call your farmer when they do pick your own and say, what do you grow and what is the schedule? Because there's specific containers for each crop, and for some of them you want to know the price per pound, you know, things like that. So we're happy to tell you over the phone. We're also happy to give you good directions here and then send you right out into the field. Then when you return, somebody helps you transfer them because we keep the buckets that we pick in. We have raw honey all year long. We have jams and jellies and salsas and things like that that are also grown in Ohio that we like to put out in the market for people to buy. Our full-time hours, when we have more product available, is May through November. We go till Thanksgiving. Then after Thanksgiving until May, we grow in the greenhouse, and we still have a lot of produce, but we're open 2 days a week. In October, we have what we call Piccadilly Pumpkin Patch. We set up almost an acre, have a lot of toys for young kids. We have a hay maze, things like that. And then Farmer Larry, every Saturday from noon to dark, gives a really good educational farm hayride where he has interactive things with children, like they might get off the wagon and pick a potato, something like that. The fun and the enjoyment of, you know, just seeing the trees and the crops and the birds and everything, and they're enjoying it. So they're coming out not just to get food, but for enjoying being outside.
We are people persons. We really like to talk to people. So come in and ask us questions and get to know your farmer. And even if it's just like, what do you grow, or how do you grow that, or whatever, we're happy to tell you. We work together as a family. It feels rewarding to know that you're providing something that people want and need.
Rainbow Farms is located on Town Line Road in Perry. Coming up after the break, nostalgic sweets at an old-fashioned candy shop. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland and our road trip to Lake County. Feel like a kid in a candy shop again by indulging in some nostalgic sweets. We're visiting the Red Berry Candy Store. Take a look.
Red Berry Candy Shop is a place that not only you can purchase candy, over 2,000 different kinds, but it's a place where we make a candy shop being fun. People ask me what are the most popular candies all the time. I would say the most popular candies would be everything. We carry, probably close to 50 different types of just gummy candies. Kids love them, the adults love them. And when hard candies, we carry that where they can design a bag just the way they want it. Saltwater taffy, that's an absolute must. Then you've got different levels of our shelves made for children, medium age, and the adults on the top who remember old type of candies like Clark bars. Those who love Pez, I have all the different Pez candies, even in bulk. Those who want just something as simple as rock candy. They love the different flavors of rock candy. Those who know about Zots come in just for them. There are those who like sour, there are those who like sweet. I sell a ton of Jelly Bellies. We carry over 80 different kinds of Jelly Bellies. Raspberries, blackberries, people love those. They come in just for them. People come in just for their gummies of different, like a big gummy gator or a big gummy rat. Some things that are hot and spicy like ghost pepper candies or habanero suckers. We also have Safe Sweets. It's a locally made chocolate that is designed so people can be comfortable to give it to their children or themselves without worrying that they're going to have an allergic reaction. Chocolates, you can buy it by the piece, or you can buy it in a box. You can buy half pound, 2 pounds. People buy it for gifts for the hospitals, for themselves. They just have to have that chocolate moment. I have a huge variety. And if anytime it's a gift, they let us know at no extra cost. We put a fancy bow on for you.
I also got some 2 gummy pizza.
Oh my goodness. Customers is what makes it. This place is not just to sell a piece of candy. Ready? When they come in, they have games they can play. We interact with the children. They want to have fun here. They want to make a memory here. I like to have fun. I could retire. I'm having too much fun to retire. This is my hobby, my entertainment, and it's a lot of fun here.
The Red Berry Candy Store is located on Hubbard Road in Madison. Our next story is about a family who spent years perfecting traditional Indian recipes in their home. Let's take a look inside of their restaurant. This is Bombay Burrito.
So Bombay Burrito, the idea of it was to make it a fast food Indian restaurant. So we have fast food type bowls, burritos, salads, anything you can grab and go. Or we can do like dinner plates and stuff so you can sit down, eat, and enjoy like a classic Indian meal as well. It is a family business. My mom is the main cook here. We did it all at home. We tried to perfect recipes and took years, and then we finally got to getting the idea of how we wanted to set it up. My dad also helps with the cooking and everything.
We're gonna make a chicken masala, then we're gonna make a chicken biryani, and then we're gonna make a big batch of curry masala. We're gonna introduce chicken masala. We have different ingredients here. We have tomatoes, green peppers, onions, and then we have tandoori chicken, which we cook in a clay oven on skewers, okay? Then we have different spices. We have coriander, tomato paste, garlic paste. We also have a ginger paste. So the curry masala, we have a special homemade curry spice mix that goes in the curry masala. 24 different spices in there. We have a lot of spices in both here. We have a garlic paste, and we have a ginger paste, and then we have a chili paste. We're gonna make a chicken biryani. Chicken biryani is basically made with rice and chicken, okay? Also in that, we have green peppers, tomatoes, and onions. We don't just dump everything in there, okay? It takes a certain timing to cook each spice together.
You come and we explain everything to you, what goes into it, how to make it. Bowls, burritos, Chipotle style kind of. We put in rice if you want it, your choice of proteins. And then we go into the gravies, and we have 4 different types of gravies. A lot of them are vegan, and then we go in, put toppings of your choice. We have chutneys, which are sauces, and then there's a bunch of spices that you can put on top. Dinner plates, we give you like a big bowl of rice, and then you get a big choice of the protein, and then gravy on top of the protein. It resembles like one of the main curries that you find at Indian restaurants. And then you can get your side of naan as well with that. So you can dip the naan into the curry, and then you can use the curry to put into the rice and get yourself a classic Indian meal. And it's kind of like just your preference. You come in and you experiment. We let you try samples and stuff, so you can experiment, get whatever you want. Just come in with an open mind. It's customizable, yeah, and then you can build different bowls, burritos, anything you want every time, so it's never the same. It means a lot because we built this up from the ground. We started at home with our own recipes and everything, and made it into what it is today. So it's a big part of who we are now.
Bombay Burrito is right off of the highway on Vine Street in Willoughby. Still to come here on New Day Cleveland, a historic home filled with antique treasures. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland and our Lake County road trip. Well, they have transformed this historic house into a shopping destination for antiques, collectibles, and one-of-a-kind finds. We're headed to Our Treasures.
Our Treasures is an antique gift gallery started by my husband and I. And it's kind of started years ago as a hobby. Then I got hurt, couldn't work full time, and we just created Our Treasures. We look at it as treasures that it's somebody's family treasure. You know, their family maybe passed away, or because we get a lot of our items from auctions or estate sales. So it was somebody's treasure. So we want to hand it on to somebody else to treasure it the same way the original owner did. So hence it's ours and our treasures. Well, the building has a huge history over many decades. This area used to be known as Millionaires Row. So the people then from Cleveland, you know, I always use Rockefellers as an example. They built their vacation homes here along this strip. It dates to 1885, the building, and now each room is a separate dealer, or we have our antiques spread out throughout the house. You know, it's a perfect fit. It really is a perfect marriage between the old building and the antiques inside. You can find everything here from vintage primitives, fairy gardens, candles and mandals. It's just soaps. There's a huge variety. We have a lady that does handmade jewelry here. So that's why we always say we're antique gift gallery. You can find Peter's Wildlife Safari pictures here too. So we have like a multi-facet kind of feeding in here of not just antiques, but gifts, and we try to help other people as we can along the way too. One day we could have towels and vintage linen sell, and the next day it could be tools or lighting. It's kind of odd because it's not one specific thing. We try to pull a genre of audience, of customers to us that have different tastes in that. That way it's always a new experience for them, a new flow. And that's one thing we love is just the customers. You never know who's gonna walk through the door, or they come in as strangers and leave as friends. Being a small business, you're in it together as a community. And if you try to look at it as just, it's us trying to survive, it's really all of us trying to survive. So we try to pull that in here where we don't want to just help ourselves. We want to help the vendors in here. We want to help the community and everybody around us too, to pull together, and that's how we all survive, helping each other. The business means a lot to me because when I got hurt and I couldn't work, it was my husband's idea to build this business and give me something that I love doing to do. So it means the world to me.
Our Treasures is located on West Erie Street in Paynesville. Now, shopping works up an appetite. At least it does for me. So you can order your favorite comfort food to go at Legend Seafood and Chicken.
Legend Seafood and Chicken is just an amazing, feel-good, grab-and-go restaurant. We enjoy being able to give people that feeling of home-cooked meals on the go. We think that there's been legendary people to come out of Cleveland, and then we have our own homegrown legends. Deep down, you know, there's so many of us doing legendary things, so that's really where Legends came from. Honestly, my husband and my children, I'm a vegetarian, but they love seafood and chicken. Like to the point that they would travel all over the city to get it. And so my husband finally decided that why don't we get our own instead of running around. And my family is a family of cookers. We come from, on both sides of the family, just people who love down home, good cooking, good seasoned food. We have Phillies, so we do salmon Phillies, which are very unique and creative, shrimp Phillies, chicken Phillies, which are very popular. Every now and then we get someone that comes in and wants to mix them up, give me chicken and shrimp and things like that. We have Alfredos, and then one of the things that we wanted to do creatively was the seafood broil bag concept. It kind of gets a little messy, so we decided we wanted to do seafood in a box. Crab leg box is our most popular because it comes with potatoes, corns, and you get to choose from what we call our legendary sauce. There's 4 of those sauces: lemon, pepper, Cajun butter, Cajun, and then sweet Cajun. Well, you can get Alfredo just pasta, but most times people are adding chicken to it, shrimp to it, salmon to it. It comes with garlic bread to top it off. It's definitely a huge hit here. You may not be a seafood eater, but you might be a chicken eater, so that's why it was important for us to have some options in both areas. We try to make it your way. We try to make it, you know, the experience that you want. In terms of getting fish, like people typically know that you'll get fries with it, but we want you to, you know, know that you're getting bread. You can add on broccoli, you can add on corn, you can add things to your meal. It doesn't have to just be how you see it. So that's why the a la carte options are really important. We pride ourselves in trying to help you understand the menu. People are like, what's in the basket? What's in the box? We try to help everybody navigate through that. Eastlake has been amazing to us. The community has rallied around us since the beginning. The mayors come in, city officials, neighbors that live down the street walk here all the time. And the restaurant for us just means legacy for our children. They're learning the business as we are growing it. So being able for them to have something to call their own, you know, in the future.
Legend Seafood and Chicken is located on Vine Street in Eastlake. Coming up after the break, we are finding the perfect fit for your next pair of shoes. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. Our road trip is continuing here in Lake County. So one-of-a-kind styles for any age. That is what you can find at Blank Boutique.
Blank Boutique was started as a place to come for anyone, no matter how old you are. It's a great mother-daughter shopping place. It's a great place to get gifts or clothing. Our main thing is to be unique, to not have what everyone else has. We put a lot of effort into finding special pieces. We don't just order clothes to order clothes. We make sure that they're made well and that they're for everyone. We have styles all the way from like edgy to conservative. We have dresses, we have joggers, we have graphic tees, like basically anything. If you want to stay home and lounge, we have something for that. If you want to go to a wedding, we have something for that. We recently just started our own line of graphic tees and hopefully within the next year starting our own label. When we get something, we usually only get 3 of them. So if you're gonna buy a dress here, everyone else in the town isn't running around wearing the same thing. The same applies to the gifts, the same applies to t-shirts. If we get graphic tees, we get 6 of them. We try to limit everything we get so that we do keep that uniqueness. A lot of older women or middle-aged women think that they can't wear the same thing that a 20-year-old or a 25-year-old is wearing, but they can. They may have to wear it differently, but they can wear it. And you can have fun with your clothes. And I believe when you get up in the morning and you feel good in what you put on, it makes for a much better day. The scrunchie trunk was an inspiration from my daughter. I had no idea scrunchies were back in style, but they are. And right now there's about 1,500 scrunchies in our scrunchie trunk, but we sell them every day. We have a special section just for the man cave, and you can basically find a gift for anyone in your life in here. I would say we have 90% of our gifts that are made in the USA. We go to small producers or makers and buy from them. So we deal with a lot of small business, a lot of women-owned business, but mainly make sure it's produced in the USA. We are located in Concord, which is right on the Menor border. It's a great community. My customers are great. The people around here are great. I'm really happy I chose this location, and I'm really happy I chose Concord.
Blank Boutique is located on Johnny Cake Ridge Road in Menor. Now, what goes better with shopping for an outfit than maybe shopping for a new pair of shoes? Achilles Running Shop can help you find the perfect fit.
Achilles Running Shop, we've been in business for 15 years, and even though the name has running in it, we really work towards the community for people who want to do performance, health, fitness, so people who want to walk, people who have to recover from surgery. We find out that there's a lot of misinformation, and 90% of Americans are in the wrong size shoe. And people get what they pay for, and a lot of people don't understand the importance of being in a proper shoe. I'm a podiatrist, and I do a lot of foot and ankle surgery, and I really enjoy biomechanics. How does the body work? And I realized when you went to the big box stores, people weren't trained in properly fitting or understanding how the body works and the mechanics. So we have a very detailed gait analysis program that our staff and our manager has gone through, and we've developed that for the last 15 years. Good, come on back. So I can tell you, if I watch you walk and do a quick exam, I'm going to tell you these are the type of shoes that you want. Size 12, so I would grab these. Every step that a person takes, they put 4 times their body weight. If the average person weighs 200 pounds and you're supposed to take 10,000 steps a day, by the end of a week, you're putting millions and millions of pounds of pressure on your feet. And just like a chain, if one link is weak, it's going to break. Your feet don't work properly, you may not have foot pain, but you can have knee pain, back pain, hip pain. So there's even been studies to show that people can have TMJ or jaw pain from improper mechanics and improper shoes. Everybody thinks that Nike or New Balance are the two main shoes, and they are very good in their indications. But after the years of actually working with the brands, seeing their development, talking to the research people, and actually getting feedback from the customers has allowed us to narrow down our amount of shoes that we can place people in. One of the most important accessories that you have is socks. With the fabrics that they have now, cotton is dead. And a lot of it are the new microfiber techniques. And now the science behind the shirts, the socks, the clothing is very important. So you can wear layered clothing. You could wear one piece of clothes, when you're out running. So it's amazing the technology between not only the science of the shoes, but also with clothing. We're based on helping people. I think part of that is from our medical background, trying to help people, but also none of our staff is paid on commissions. We want people to come in, we want them to have that value and that experience and that commitment that we will help them as effectively as we can. So when you look on a wall with all those types of shoes, which shoe do you pick? What do you choose? And that's where we lead our expertise to get you to that point, so that way most people within a week will know how comfortable a shoe will be. To have a store here now in downtown Willoughby and Cleveland Heights and Erie, we're blessed to have that. We work with people that walk. We have Olympians that we work with. We have people that support us, professional athletes, high school kids. So just to see them achieve what they want to do, more importantly, staying healthy, outfitting them so that they can achieve their goals, whether they want to win a state title or get a college scholarship, we feel that we have a small part of that.
Achilles Running Shop is located on Erie Street in Willoughby. Now, after the break, a firehouse turned into an American pub. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. They are heating things up in a kitchen of a former firehouse. We're taking a look inside a Firehouse Grill and Pub in Willoughby Hills.
Arms when you're ready. Firehouse Grill and Pub is an American restaurant. This facility was originally the fire department for the city of Willoughby Hills, roughly from 1950 to 1980 when it was renovated into a restaurant. It's Americana. We're not high-end, but we're better than bar food. I would say for us, it's our chicken quesadilla is real popular. We grill it on a griddle, so it's kind of crisps up really nice. It's got tortilla shells with chicken, cheese, scallions, tomatoes, pico de gallo, salsa and sour cream. Cajun chicken Alfredo. It's in fettuccine noodles, and we have an Alfredo sauce that we add Cajun to with charred grilled chicken and garlic toast. Our whiskey barbecue chicken wrap. The sauce is a whiskey barbecue sauce with fried onion straws. Gives it a nice texture. Garden flatbread pizza, very popular. It's a favorite for like the vegetarians, people looking for the meatless items. It's in a garlic sauce on flatbread. We also grill that bread on the griddle. We add balsamic dressing, smoked provolone cheese, red onion. The Cobb salad, that's got all sorts of stuff going on. It's on a bed of lettuce. You'll find cheddar cheese, crumbled blue cheese, pico de gallo, chicken, scallions, and diced tomatoes. It's a very popular place. We're in a good location in that we can be reached from all different directions, right by the freeway, right by hotels. It's a good sized place and we can accommodate all sorts of different things. And there are different atmospheres in different rooms. We say we service everyone from high chairs to wheelchairs and everything in between. Some rooms are more quiet that some of the families like, or older folks who don't want it. Other rooms are louder. We have a DJ here on the weekends where it's a lot of fun. We're fortunate in that sense that we can cater to different atmospheres. We inherited a patio. It was beautiful, but we created more seating, and the room area we're in now is covered and heated. So we go a long time. Usually we try to get it open by St. Patty's Day every year. And then usually we're able to go to the night before Thanksgiving. A lot of people, if they're first time, they usually like to take a little tour and look at some of the stuff on the walls, the decor and some of the artwork. We get a lot of firefighters in here too. It means everything. I mean, it's a passion for sure, and we put everything into this restaurant. We love this restaurant.
Firehouse Grill and Pub is located on Stark Drive in Willoughby Hills. All right, we're going to turn the heat down a little bit with something sweet. This small bakery is dedicated to being gluten-free. This is Lavender Jones Macarons.
Lavender Jones Macarons is an entirely gluten-free bakery. We do specialize in French macarons, but we wanted to be a resource for the celiac community in Northeast Ohio. I actually have celiac disease. I was diagnosed about 3 years ago, just before we moved out to Northeast Ohio. We quickly realized that there was no place that I could go out to eat, just simply due to the matter of cross-contamination that's so prevalent in many restaurants. So we wanted to have at least some options for the celiac community. We only source certified gluten-free products for use in the bakery. We try to buy as many raw products as possible, unprocessed, so that we can be sure to avoid cross-contamination, especially on cut berries, things like that. It's just a lot of checking labels to make sure. We sell a variety of baked goods, including breads, cakes, we do cookies, biscotti. Pretty much anything that we can think of that I've had a craving for and haven't been able to have is what we'll put out. We do work on a seasonal rotating menu, switching out the majority of our items every 3 months on the first day of each season to keep things exciting. The macarons, of course, are our top seller. We carry 16 different flavors of macarons in our case on a daily basis, but we do have over 170 flavors on our full menu.
Limoncello's super popular. That one is a lemon buttercream with lemon curd in the middle. And then also the lavender and vanilla honey and birthday cake is also super popular. I do most of the baking, about 90% of the baking, and then Erin takes care of the customers, and she's really, really great at that.
I'm going to get a jalapeno stone.
We get a lot of shock and excitement. They'll typically ask what is gluten-free in the case, and when we're able to say you can actually choose anything that we have, the entirety of the store is gluten-free. You see this look of excitement and their eyes just light up and their jaws drop, and it's like, oh, I actually have options. It's a lot of shock. Shock that things that are gluten-free actually can taste good. They don't always have to be dry, crumbly, and just a little unpalatable.
Really the challenge of them is getting them at the, at the right temperature and humidity and drying them out right and baking them right. And we've messed up a million times. Sometimes they still do it to us, but it's a lot of fun. It gives us a lot of joy to be able to provide something for people who, people with celiac and different allergies to enjoy something even as simple as a sticky bun or cheesecake, being able to have sweets again without any worry.
So we want to bring at least that little bit of joy and sugar into people's days.
Lavender Jones Macarons is located on Bacon Road in Painesville. That wraps things up today for our great road trip. We hope you enjoyed all the Lake County has to offer. From the restaurants and the shop, you can always find something to do on the east side of Cleveland. You can always go to our website too, fox8.com, and click on that New Day tab to find out all of those visits. I'm Natalie Herbick, and we'll see you on the next New Day Cleveland.